Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel which is Explore Yourself, Banking and General Knowledge etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra, days of the year and important birth and death anniversaries of 18 November 2025 Tuesday. Bengali date. Poila Ogran Chodosho Botrish. As per Veni Madhavshi Panchika, today's Tithi Krishna Trayodashi and up to 0703 hours and after that Krishna Chaturdashi. Today's Nakshatra Chitra and up to 0552 hours and after that Swati. Today is 302nd 22nd day of the year. There are then 43 days left in 2025. Today is 46th Tuesday of 2025. Today is World Adult Day. World Adult Day, observed on 18 November, focuses on acknowledging the responsibilities, challenges, and contributions of adults in society while also promoting awareness about healthy aging and emotional well being. The day encourages adults to reflect on maintaining balance between work, family, and personal growth and highlights the importance of mental health, self care, and lifelong learning. It also serves as a reminder to create supportive environments for adults, whether young, middle aged, or elderly, so they can lead meaningful, dignified, and fulfilling lives. Today is the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Men. The International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Men, observed on 18 November, aims to bring global attention to the often neglected issue of violence faced by men, including domestic abuse, psychological harm, sexual violence, and social stigma. The day encourages open conversation so that male victims feel safe seeking help, and it pushes for supportive policies, fair legal protection, and proper resources that acknowledge men's experiences without bias. It also highlights the need to challenge stereotypes that prevent men from expressing vulnerability, reminding society that violence against any gender is unacceptable and everyone deserves safety, dignity, and compassion. Today is Underwater Hockey World Day. Underwater Hockey World Day, observed every year on 18 November, celebrates this quirky, fast paced sport played at the bottom of a swimming pool with fins, snorkels, and tiny sticks. The day brings together players and clubs worldwide to promote the game, run fun matches, hold open pool demos, and introduce newcomers to the thrill of gliding underwater and scoring goals in near weightless motion. It's basically a global shout out to the sports community spirit, highlighting teamwork, fitness, and the unique joy of a game where everything happens beneath the surface. Today's International Occult Day. International Occult Day, observed on November 18th, is a day dedicated to exploring the mystical, hidden, and symbolic aspects of human culture, from ancient historic traditions to modern spiritual practices. It encourages people to look beyond the surface and engage with subjects like astrology, tarot, alchemy, divination, and other occult studies that focus on inner awareness and unseen forces. Instead of promoting anything dark or fearful, the day serves more as an invitation to understand the history, symbolism, and philosophical ideas behind these practices, appreciating how they have shaped art, literature, and other cultural curiosity over centuries. Today is National Princess Day. National Princess Day, celebrated on November 18th, is a sweet and playful day that lets people of all ages embrace the charm, confidence, and imagination symbolized by princesses, whether from fairy tales, movies, or real life role models. It's a fun moment for kids to dress up, enjoy storybooks, or watch their favorite animated royalty, while adults often use the day to highlight qualities like kindness, courage, grace, and inner strength that many princess characters represent. From themed events to simple fairy activities, the day is basically about celebrating creativity, positivity, and that little spark of magic that princess stories brings into everyday life. Today is Mickey Mouse Day. Mickey Mouse Day, celebrated every year on November 18, honors the iconic debut of Mickey in the 1928 short film Steamboat Willie and celebrates the cheerful little character who went on to become the heart of Disney. The day is all about appreciating Mickey's legacy, his upbeat personality, his role in animation history, and the joy he's brought to generations worldwide through films, theme parks, and pop culture. Fans often mark the occasion by watching classic cartoons, sharing Mickey themed goodies, or simply revisiting the nostalgia and happiness this timeless character continues to inspire. Today is the World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse and Violence. The World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Sexual Exploitation, Abuse and Violence, observed on 18 November, is a solemn UN recognized day dedicated to protecting children from one of the most severe forms of harm and ensuring that survivors receive compassion, support and justice. It focuses on raising global awareness about the urgency of preventing abuse, strengthening child protection systems, promoting safe online and offline environments, and encouraging governments, communities, and families to work together to stop these crimes. The day also highlights the importance of trauma informed care, mental health support, and long term healing for survivors, reinforcing that every child deserves safety, dignity, and a life free from fear. Today is National Apple Cider Day. National Apple Cider Day, celebrated on November 18th, is all about enjoying the cozy charm of this classic autumn drink, whether it's served warm with spices, chilled and crisp, or even turned into festive treats. The day highlights the old fashioned craft of pressing fresh apples into cider, a tradition that goes back centuries and still feels like a little slice of harvest season magic. People often mark the occasion by visiting orchards, trying different varieties of cider, or simply sipping a mug at home while soaking in that comforting all vibe. Today is National Injury Prevention Day. National Injury Prevention Day, observed on November 18, is dedicated to spreading awareness about how preventable most injuries truly are and encouraging families, communities, and institutions to take simple, practical steps to stay safe. The day focuses on reducing both unintentional injuries like falls, burns, poisonings, and road accidents, and intentional harm by promoting education, safer environments, and better safety habits. Many communities symbolically shine a green light to highlight the importance of injury prevention, reminding everyone that with the right precautions and awareness, countless lives can be protected and strengthened. Today is European Antibiotic Awareness Day. European Antibiotic Awareness Day, observed on 18 November, is a major public health initiative aimed at increasing awareness about the growing threat of antibiotic resistance and encouraging people to use antibiotics responsibly. Led by the European Centre for Disease Prevention and Control, the day reminds both healthcare professionals and the public that antibiotics should only be used when truly necessary and always with proper guidance because misuse makes infections harder to treat. It also ties into wider global efforts during World AMR Awareness Week, stressing that protecting the power of antibiotics is a shared responsibility across communities, hospitals, farms, and governments. Today's National Viscousoise Day. National Viscousoise Day, celebrated on November 18, pays tribute to the smooth, velvety soup made from pureed leeks, potatoes, onions, cream, and broth, famously served chilled and known for its elegant French American origin. The day is a little nod to classic culinary comfort, giving food lovers an excuse to enjoy this creamy dish whether in its traditional cold form or warmed up for a cozy twist. It's also a fun chance to appreciate the creativity of chefs who have adapted the recipe over the years, turning a simple blend of humble ingredients into something refined and timeless. Today's birth anniversary of Mr. Louis Jacques Mande Daguerre, 18 November 1787 to 10 July 1861. Louis Jacques Mande Daguerre was a French artist, chemist, and inventor best known for creating the daguerreotype, the first publicly announced and commercially practical photography process that revolutionized visual documentation. His invention earned him international acclaim, and in 1839 the French government honored him by granting him a lifetime pension in recognition of giving his invention free to the world. Daguerre was also celebrated earlier in his career for co-developing the diorama, an immersive theatrical art form that demonstrated his mastery of light and illusion. Though photography awards did not exist in his era, he received widespread recognition from scientific academics, including being named an honorary member of the French Academy of Sciences and receiving praise from institutions across Europe. His work laid the foundation for modern photography, inspiring generations of scientists, artists, and innovators. Degoy's contributions stand as a remarkable blend of artistic vision and scientific ingenuity, marking him as one of the most true pioneers of visual technology. Today is the anniversary of Mr. Walter Hermann Nernst, 25th June 1864 to 18th November 1941. Walter Hermann Nernst was a German physicist, chemist, physical chemist whose groundbreaking work in thermodynamics and electrochemistry shaped modern chemistry and earned him the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1920 for the formulation of the third law of thermodynamics. He is also known for the Nernst equation, a fundamental relation in electrochemistry that explains the behavior of ions in solution and remains essential in physics, chemistry, and biology. Nernst made major contributions to heat theory, chemical equilibria, and electrochemical cells, and he played a key role in developing early incandescent lamps. His achievements were recognized through major honors such as the Davy Medal 1905, the Faraday Medal 1928, and the Franklin Medal 1928. He served as a professor at several leading German institutions, including Göttingen, and later directed the Physical Chemistry Institute in Berlin. Nernst also contributed to military technology during World War I and remained an influential scientific figure throughout his life, leaving a lasting impact across multiple scientific fields. Today is the anniversary of Mr. Valinagam Olaganathan Chidambaram Pillai, 5th September 1872 to 18 November 1936. Velanayagam Olangathan Chidambaram Pillai, popularly known as V.O. Chidambaram Pillai or VOC, was a fiery Indian freedom fighter, lawyer, and trade union leader, celebrated for launching the Swadeshi Steam Navigation Company in 1906, boldly challenging British maritime dominance. Often called Kapulataya Tamizan, the Tamil helmsman, he became a symbol of economic resistance during the freedom struggle. For his role in the coral mill strike and his support of workers' rights, he faced brutal repression and was sentenced to rigorous imprisonment, where he endured harsh treatment. VOC was honored posthumously with major recognitions, including the issue of a commemorative Indian postage stamp in 1972, the naming of the VOC port Tuticorin after him, and several institutions carrying his name. He authored literary works, translated classical texts, and contributed significantly to Tamil literature. As one of the earliest champions of industrial self-reliance, VOC's legacy stands tall in India's nationalist history, inspiring generations with his courage, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to economic freedom. Today is the anniversary of Mr. Niels Henrik David Bohr, 7th October 1885 to 18 November 1962. Niels Henrik David Bohr was a pioneering Danish physicist whose groundbreaking model of the atom transformed modern science and earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1922. He made major contributions to quantum theory, introducing the concept of electron energy levels and explaining atomic structure in a way that shaped all later physics research. Bohr also developed the principle of complementarity, a cornerstone of quantum mechanics, and played key roles in both theoretical advancements and practical developments during the 20th century. He received prestigious honors such as the Max Planck Medal 1930, the Franklin Medal 1926, and the Copley Medal 1938, and the Hughes Medal 1921. Beyond academia, he advised on scientific policy during and after World War II and helped establish CERN. He founded the Institute for Theoretical Physics in Copenhagen, which became a global hub for quantum research. His influence extended through a generation of physicists he mentored, making his legacy one of the strongest in the history of science. Today's birth anniversary of Mr. Lord Patrick Maynard Stewart, Blacklet. 18 November 1897 to 13 July 1974. Lord Patrick Maynard Stewart Blackett was a distinguished British physicist whose groundbreaking research in cosmic rays and particle physics earned him the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1948 for demonstrating how atomic nuclei are transformed by cosmic radiation. He made major contributions to cloud chamber technology, magnetism, and geophysics, and he played an important role in developing theories related to paleomagnetism and the Earth's magnetic field. Blackett also received prestigious honors such as the Royal Medal 1940, the Copley Medal 1956, the Hughes Medal 1937, and was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society at a remarkably young age. Beyond scientific research, he served with distinction in both world wars and later became a strong advocate for the responsible use of science in public policy. He held notable academic positions, including the Chair of Physics at Manchester University and later the President of the Royal Society. His legacy endures through his wide-ranging influence across physics, defense policy, and scientific leadership. Today's birth anniversary of Mr. George Walt, 18 November 1906 to 12 April 1997. George Walt was an American biologist whose pioneering work on vision and the chemistry of the eye earned him the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1967, shared for discoveries relating to how light-sensitive pigments in the retina enable sight. He identified vitamin A's crucial role in vision, discovered visual pigments such as rhodopsin and iodopsin, and explained how these pigments regenerate breakthroughs that transform sensory biology. Wald also received major honors including the National Medal of Science 1966, the Proctor Medal 1939, the Rumford Prize 1953, and election to the National Academy of Sciences. He served for decades as a professor at Harvard University, mentoring generations of scientists while continuing influential research in photochemistry. Beyond science, he became widely known for his outspoken activism on nuclear disarmament, war, and environmental protection. His legacy blends brilliant scientific discovery with a strong moral voice, marking him as one of the most respected scientists of the 20th century. Today's birth anniversary of Mr. Bhatukeshwar Dutt, 18 November 1910 to 20 July 1965. Bhatukeshwar Dutt was a courageous Indian revolutionary and freedom fighter best known for his role in the Central Legislative Assembly bombing in Delhi on April 8, 2029 alongside Bhagat Singh. Born on November 18, 1910 in Bengal, Dutt was deeply influenced by the growing revolutionary movement against British colonial rule. He joined the Hindustan Socialist Republican Association (HSRA) and actively participated in its mission to awaken the masses against British oppression. The bombing, which was carefully planned to be non-lethal, was intended to protest repressive laws and draw attention to the freedom struggle. After their arrest, Dutt and Bhagat Singh used the trial as a platform to spread revolutionary ideas. Dutt was sentenced to life imprisonment and suffered harsh conditions in jail, which affected his health. After his release, he lived a life far away from the limelight, often in poverty despite his sacrifices. He passed away on July 20th, 1965, and remains a symbol of patriotism, selfless dedication to India's independence. Today is death anniversary of Corporal Jyoti Prakash Nirala, 15 November 1986 to 18 November 2015. Corporal Jyoti Prakash Nirala was a courageous member of the Garud Commando Force of the Indian Air Force, renowned for his extraordinary bravery during the counter-insurgency operations in Jammu and Kashmir. In a joint operation with the 13th Rashtriya Rifles at Chandirgarh village, Bandipora, he positioned himself with a light machine gun blocking militants' escape, killing two and injuring two others despite being critically wounded, leading to the elimination of all six militants, including key Lashkar-e-Taiba leaders. For his supreme valor and sacrifice, he was posthumously awarded the Ashoka Chakra, India's highest peacetime military decoration, on 26 January 2018, becoming the first airman to receive it for ground combat and only the third overall after Suhas Vishwas and Rakesh Sharma. Born in Badlia, the village, Rohtas, Bihar, Narela joined the Garud Commando Force in 2005 and served with distinction under Operation Rakshak. He is remembered for his dedication to duty and left behind his wife Sushma Nand Yadav and daughter Jigyasa Kumari. Corporal Nirala's heroism continues to inspire the Indian Armed Forces and the nation, and his legacy remains a symbol of courage, patriotism, and supreme sacrifice. Your daily dose of wisdom ends here, but the journey never stops. Thank you very much for your patience. Please do like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel.